There you are. That head you brought us held a few info gems, beneath multiple layers of bullshit and surprisingly aggressive ice. The Ascent group contracted Onyx Void to smuggle prominent scientists and exotic materials from all over the sector onto Veles. All of it tied to a secret project. You must find those scientists. We dug out a potential lead from the head, a Sapiens female named Laura Lanier. The Ascent group personnel files list her as a Class 3 HR manager, but her contact info has been irretrievably purged. She received the scientists from OV. Surveillance probe showed Lanier frequenting several establishments in Stimtown. Talk to the bartenders and regulars there and see if any of them know more of her current whereabouts. Find Lanier and you'll find the scientists. Questions? I'm sure she's just a facilitator without any tangible knowledge. But by locating the scientists, we should learn more about the project they worked on. Questions? Keep us updated.
We have a small problem, Flesh. Stimtown has been cordoned off since the lockdown. I would suggest gleefully slaughtering the guards, but this could be counterproductive toward the overall mission imperative to keep a low profile.
Poon here. So I happen to overhear your little conversation with the foreign. No, I won't tell you how. But I can help you with Stimtown access. Come see me and we'll talk. Well, if it isn't my former handyman come fucking rock star. Oh, the sweet irony. Here you are, two-timing as a damn CGT operative for whatever mystery corp that sly of foreign represents, and you can't even get into Stimtown for a stiff one? You've come a long way, but you still depend on me, huh? Well, you're in luck, because I need an errand runner. There's a bartender named Spice over at the loading bars expecting a delivery from me. They don't like to admit it, but most of the proprietors over there depend on my goodwill. Now, this delivery would be frowned upon if it was discovered, but it'll get you through the lockdown. I have an arrangement with a guard named Wharton. Let him know I sent you, and he'll let you through. Get the package delivered to Spice, and you'll have your access. And remember, you owe me. We'll just let that simmer for a while. Now get out of here before I lose my appetite, you backstabbing bastard!
Saturday welcomes its guests inside the ground. Current ultimate jackpot indenture paid off in full.
What? Take one step, make my day. You here to make my gun? No entry.
take Boss Poon. Again? Fuck. I've paid my fucking dues to him 10 times over already. Don't ever indebt yourself to a jack-o'-lantern. Oh well, come on through. And let that bastard know I've had enough of his favours. After this, we're even. I'm giving you permanent access, so I don't have to bother with your face again.
Steamtown access has been severely restricted to keep gangers out. Only select customers are allowed entry. How does it feel not to be select, Flesh?
Name your poison, friend. Well, looky here. Poon actually came through. Give him my thanks. Now, what can I do you for? Sure, coming up. This should frizzle your wiring, buddy. Rings a bell. There was a mid-boss who came here slumming every once in a while. She's not welcome here anymore, though. She can keep her hands off the other clientele. Gave her 2 passes, but she struck out on the 3rd. I bet you can find her at the Dirty Dive. They're less picky with their customers. Yeah, you know, when the uppers come down here to sample the forbidden fruit. Fucking tourists, if you ask me. But I don't say no to their Eucreds. Name says it all, doesn't it? It's not far from here. Sure thing, friend. Just give a shout if you need something.
Good to know you can be somewhat trusted, even if you sold out to Whitecore.
I'm Paolo, and you're lonely, I can tell. Buy me a kick? Thanks, hon. That's sweet of you. And here we were having such a good time. Why bring up that bitch? All right. So we used to go out for a while. She had Eucreds, used to brag about her crib up in A-Stack. Some penthouse dude. Dumped me like yesterday's trash when she started hanging out with the Quicks. Good riddance. AKA Blossom Hill. Fancy name for a sad fucking building. I hear the Quicks have the run of the place now. Not local, are you, hon? The liquid Quicks? Pretty easy going unless you cross them. Thanks for the kick. And if you find her, tell her to go fuck herself.
Gang warfare to be expected.
The one who's been asking about Lania. You're lucky that backstabbing broad owes me creds or you'd be stripped for ox and orcs by now. How do you want to know? Lania has a penthouse in this very stack. Must have made premium creds on that little side business of hers. I'd go up there and sell things myself, but we got our hands full with those turbo viper fucks. We had an arrangement. Now and then she'll need someone brought through the district without CorpSec being the wiser, right? Or anyone else for that matter. So we'd use the yeast containers. Normally they go to the ponic farms, but the specials went into storage. No clue what happened after that. She still owes us for the last transport. I didn't ask, she didn't tell. Sentience is all I can tell you. You could hear them moaning and mumbling in there. Don't fucking get me started. We're gonna flatline a lot of them if they don't back off. If you do find her, tell her the quicks don't forget.
Take one more step, make my day.
door lockdown. No override needed. Door already unlocked. Biometrics match those of employee number 0381945V, Laura Lanier. That's her. Preliminary forensics analysis indicates she died recently, and messily. I will savor these images. I have a suggestion. Access the HAB surveillance system. It should have recorded what happened here. Maybe there's some graphic footage from my collection. The surveillance terminal should be accessible from somewhere on this floor. Accessing surveillance footage. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Such clarity, Flesh. I am endlessly fascinated by seeing misplaced bodily fluids. Bracketing relevant sequence. And... there you go. I saved a copy for my own enjoyment as well. Against Ascent Group employee database. Match found. One of the sentients accompanying the murderer is Lab Chief Hayden, assigned to the XMAT lab in the Res Dev Zone. Suggestion. Arrange for a friendly interview with Lab Chief Hayden, and then surprise him with sudden pain to encourage cooperation.
Here. Lab Chief Hayden is a prominent member of the Ascender Club. Why would they want Lanier dead? She must have arranged for those scientists to be brought to Hayden's XMAT lab. We want you to go there and access the local mainframe for us. It should have the information we're after.
Trojans only.
following their failed attempt at domesticating the aggressive SINBID2 virus. Building slated for complete eradication pending ecology restoration. their brutal deaths. According to the blueprints, you must go through the labs to reach the mainframe. Location marked.
For this. Operative, altered plans. We want you to appropriate the entire lab for us. Seems it's the only way we'll get unrestricted access to the files we want. You know what to do. Locate the SI, jack in, and let our AGI work it over. Kira out.
Direct link established. AGI bond verified. Initiating imprint procedure.
This is Kira. We see multiple ascenders closing in on your position. They brought some sort of mechanized support as well. We've sent backup, but they won't get there in time. Do not let those ascenders imbeciles abort the imprint process.
Anomaly detected. Exercise caution. Sounds like they sent something big after you, Flesh. Better get ready.
Interfered enough. We are safeguarding the values of this company, and you are an interloper. It ends now. Team, passion, commitment. Ascenders for the Ascent group.
Activation.
appropriation process completed. Ownership now registered to Y-Corp CIC 180403-4. Mainframe access now possible.
Well done, Operative. We recalled the backup team. Now, get us a complete data dump from that mainframe and we'll call it a cycle.
Accessing mainframe. Y-Corp AGI link established. Data dump initiated. Data dump complete.
That was above par performance. You are obviously far more capable than what your poor species baseline indicates. The complete XMAT lab data analysis will take some time, but we've already found something significant. It seems the scientists smuggled in by Onyx Void were shuttled through the lab to an unknown destination. They were all assigned to something called Project Mention. Get on that holophone and we'll discuss next steps. Good. We are cross-referencing mention against all available data, but no hits. The omission is in fact so glaring it's obvious once you see it. The Ascenders have been purging all the data they can find. It is of paramount importance we learn exactly what mention is, so that we can locate and secure it for Y-Corp. All our assets will now be dedicated towards this single goal. Next, you must make contact with the Ascent Group board. This could prove quite impossible, considering the security systems protecting the boardroom. But we have exhausted all other options. Only by communicating with the board directly can we hope to uncover the final pieces of this puzzle. Out of our expendable assets, you have proven the most capable, so we trust you to complete this assignment as well. We will be providing what backup we can, but our AGI cannot help you with Pinnacle access, as that might put it in direct conflict with the Ascent Group AGI. We want to avoid an intelligence cataclysm at all costs. Prepare accordingly, and then use all your resources to find a way to ascend.
There is a Pinnacle elevator connecting to this level. It's been marked for you.
Going upstairs. I gotta say, I'm fucking dying to know what happened to the board and the AGI. Like I told you before, AGI simply don't go silent like that. They're supposed to last through anything, maintain control when all else fails. And then Y-Corp comes out of nowhere with their own fucking AGI? Starts grabbing assets connected to the Mention project. They must have known something, right? I'm gonna keep listening in, just so you know.